Hello, today I'll be reviewing the new Arch Enemy album, Deceivers. And this was an album that I was really anticipating. I really liked what I heard from the singles, and this was an album that I did pre-order. I pre-ordered a signed CD, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting that in the mail. And if you haven't pre-ordered or ordered the album yet, definitely do so. Gotta support your artists, but yeah. I've been liking what the band has been doing so far with Alyssa. I do like War Eternal. Don't love it, but still overall a decent album. But I think they did even better with the next album, Will to Power. But after listening to this album, I think it's safe to say that the band is getting better and better with each album so far with Alyssa. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the album. The album starts off with Handshake with Hell, which was one of the singles on the album, and definitely really cool that the band is allowing Alyssa to do clean vocals or singing, however you want to put it. But yeah, I really like her clean vocals. I really like her voice. Of course, I do like her more aggressive vocals, but still, again, I do like her singing also. But yeah, the song, one of the more hookier songs on the album, and also not a bad choice for a single and not a bad way to open up the album. But next we have Deceiver Deceiver, and this song is definitely a banger through and through, from the speed and aggression and the heavy riffs and the verses to just the overall angry, aggressive nature of Alyssa's vocals in this track. You also have that great scream around the 35-second mark. But yeah, definitely a heavy banger for sure, and another solid banger from Arch Enemy, I'd say. But next we have In the Eye of the Storm. This song kind of has an anthemic feel to it, a bit more straightforward, you could say, of a song. One of the more straightforward songs on the album. And when this song came out, I remember listening to this song a lot, and I still enjoy this song a lot also. I wouldn't be surprised if this song ends up being one of my favorites on the album, to be honest. I mean, this song is just catchy, and the replay value for me is just really strong with this song. But yeah, overall, another really good song on the album. But next we move on to The Watcher, and kind of like with Deceiver Deceiver, you definitely get plenty of speed and heaviness with this track, especially with the verses. And the chorus does continue the heaviness, but at the same time, the chorus kind of has a bit of catchiness to it, or hookiness to it, and definitely overall has a solid chorus. And if you're a fan of the more fast, aggressive nature or more heavier, faster side of Arch Enemy, then you should definitely enjoy this track, The Watcher. But next we have the song Poison Arrow. Wow, this is a really cool song. Definitely one of the more unique songs on the album, I'd say. This is a song that I'm definitely curious of what fans are going to say about it, because definitely, while it still feels like Arch Enemy, probably one of the more different songs on the album, or it feels a bit more different than most of the other album, you could say. But again, still feels like Arch Enemy. I definitely like the orchestral elements in this song, of course, with how the song starts and how the song closes. Definitely really cool touch. And also, you kind of get a cinematic feel with the chorus, and overall I really dig the chorus. But yeah, overall, pretty cool song. Also, again, definitely one of the more unique songs on the album, but yeah, maybe one of my favorites on here. But next we have Sunset Over the Empire, another single off the album, the fourth single, if I remember correctly. And yeah, this is another heavy one on the album, especially with the speed and the aggression from the riffs and rhythms and the verses. But then you have the chorus, which overall I like. Don't love it, but overall a decent chorus. And this is a song that when it came out, I definitely was really digging it more and more with each listen. And this song, as of now, might be one of my favorites of the singles. But next we have House of Mirrors. Sometimes it's one of my favorites of the singles, sometimes it's not, but still, either way, overall another solid track on the album. Not a whole lot to say, but overall I do like it. But next we have Spreading Black Wings, and musically definitely has some standout moments within the song. I definitely did the slow heavy riffs leading up to the first verse, and I also like the chants during those slow riffs also. But the verses, to me, kind of mid, kind of feels like more of the same or more of what we've heard already, but still, overall, the verses musically not bad, but the chorus was what really sold me with this track. The chorus just feels kind of epic and cinematic, and overall, maybe one of my favorite choruses on the album, but this is a song that for me is definitely getting better and better with each listen, and this is another track that might be a contender for maybe being one of my favorites on here. But next we have Morning Star, which is a short instrumental. It's melodic, but also musically kind of has a theatrical feel to it. Maybe something you'd hear maybe in a film trailer, movie trailer, but overall, kind of a cool instrumental. But next we have One Last Time. Probably one of the weaker songs on the album for me, but still not bad. Still an overall pretty solid track. Lyrically, it's about overcoming struggles and ignoring the naysayers and believing that it's never too late to bring positive change into your life. This was something that I saw Michael say in some kind of article or something like that. I can't remember the exact source, but I remember reading about that somewhere. But One Last Time, overall, not a whole lot to say about it. I like it, but don't really love it. For me, the song didn't do enough to really stand out, but still overall, a pretty solid track. And now we get to the album closer, Exiled from Earth, and wow, you can really feel the heaviness of the riffs with this track. I mean, you can say the same thing with Deceiver Deceiver, but with this song, I mean, especially with the riffs leading up into the first verse and the riffs and in the verses also, but yeah, this song might have some of my favorite guitar work on the album. I mean, again, you can really feel the riffs, especially if you're listening with earbuds or headphones or whatever. I mean, the guitar work for me is what stands out the most to me with this song. And overall, the chorus, not one of the more stronger choruses on the album in my opinion, but still overall, I do like it, and I would say that I am liking the chorus more and more as I give the song more and more listens. But overall, not a bad album closer. Still not sure if it's one of my favorites or not, but still, even if it's not, I still overall think it's a pretty good track and overall a pretty good album closer. But yeah, overall, really good album from Arch Enemy. This album might end up being maybe one of my favorite albums of the year. I mean, I'm really digging this album a lot. There isn't really much in terms of filler, which is really cool. You can maybe point to maybe one or two tracks as filler maybe, but that's really it though. I mean, overall, I'd say a pretty strong album from Arch Enemy, and I won't be surprised if this album ends up being maybe one of my favorite Arch Enemy albums. I mean, I really do think this album really is that good, and yeah, definitely really digging this album, and definitely really cool that the band is continuing to get better and better with each album with Alyssa, at least in my opinion. But if I had to give this album a rating, maybe an 8.75. I'm still debating whether or not to give this a 9 or not, but as of now, I'll go with an 8.75. Not a bad score, but yeah, again, really good album from Arch Enemy in my opinion. I'm definitely curious to what fans are going to say about this album, especially certain tracks like Poison Arrow. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on the album. Do you love it? Do you hate it? How's it compared to the other two Alyssa albums, or how's it compared to their previous discography in general? Let me know some of your favorite or least favorite tracks on here and all that good stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and like, subscribe. Have a nice day and take care.